So the fight to stop the residential development north of Aldinga Scrub Conservation Park, which was lost. The community who was trying to fight that got together to develop a broader view of conservation in the area and the region. And out of that came the notion of the Greater Aldinga Conservation Zone. And that is a big picture view of...
Is that yours?
Yeah, thanks. Of the way that Aldinga Scrub, Aldinga Washpool and Aldinga and Salix beaches and Aldinga Bay and Aldinga Reef are all linked together, especially by hydrology, as the stormwater moved south through the scrub to the washpool, then across the pebble bank and beach into the marine waters with their extensive and fragile seagrasses and the wonderland of Aldinga Reef. And we began looking even wider across the landscape from Willulunga and Salix Hills face, where much of the water originates, developing the concept of range to reef. About the same time, natural resources management was getting off the ground in a big way, offering a unique model of government and community co-sharing responsibility for planning, decision-making and implementation of integrated management, where ideally environment, society and economy are not at loggerheads but recognised as mutually interdependent. Also around the same time, following the huge stoush between community and Onkaparinga Council over the new housing estates alongside the scrub, Council decided to take the initiative as one of 5 landholders in developing a comprehensive plan for the future protection of the washpool. This resulted in September 2008 in the publishing of the Washpool Lagoon Restoration Action Plan, bringing together a large body of scientific research that had been undertaken over the years on the ecology of the washpool and including recognition of the importance of the area traditionally for Kaurna people. It was based on the idea that extensive groundworks, including excavation, should be undertaken to extend the duration of the washpool's wet season. The extent of the intervention proposed was met with concern by Kaurna people worried about disturbance of burial sites, as well as those wanting intervention to take place further upstream to enable stormwater to move more slowly across the landscape, mimicking the original cycle before artificial drains were installed. In the end, the price tag of $5 million, roughly, meant the whole process of deliberation and consultation was put on hold for the umpteenth time over several decades. In 2013, Friends of Willunga Basin and Willunga Environment Centre began holding a series of walk and talks at the washpool, offering local people the opportunity to gain an appreciation of Kaurna heritage from Georgina and her son Carl Winder Telfer, and the vegetation and bird life that makes the washpool so special. At the beginning of 2015, we heard that Mayor Lorraine Rosenberg, who's here and will be speaking soon, was interested in Council relinquishing responsibility for the washpool and promoting the direct involvement of Kaurna people in its care. This led to a delegation of Friends of Aldinga Scrub and Friends of Willunga Basin, with the support of local member for the seat of Kaurna, which this is part of, Chris Picton, to make representations to the Minister for the Environment, especially calling for the consolidation of the multiple land titles, mostly held by state government agencies, in order for the washpool to be declared a conservation park and given the recognition and care that is long overdue. It's been very gratifying to see that progress is being made towards this goal, and that the Minister has written to Onkaparinga Council in August last year, recognising the significance of the notion of Greater Aldinga Conservation Zone and committing to achieving our shared goals. My hope is that this forum can be a watershed for the washpool. Aldinga Washpool and Silver Sands Heritage Group was started last year when Council gave the go-ahead to the motorbike race on Silver Sands Beach, to be held in 2 weeks' time. One of our prime concerns has been that the Minister for Environment has agreed for the northern section of the Washpool, currently leased as cropping land, to be used for up to 5,000 cars to park each day of the race. This is part of the crucial connection between the scrub and Washpool for kangaroos seeking water, and a considerable risk for starting grass fires with so many cars and weather potentially very hot. I look forward to the Minister knocking the departmental heads together without delay, so that the declaration of Conservation Park status can be made before the next state election in March 2018. At that stage, the Washpool will move from being part of a safe Labor seat of Ghana to a very hotly contested Mawson. So if perhaps the Minister is not that ready to act by that time, then maybe it will be the opportunity for a community campaign to seek all comers to support it. And I hope that we may be able to see in the not too distant future a Washpool loved and known both by the local community and further afield. A Washpool with decent fencing and signage so that you know what it is and that it's there, where horses and dogs are seen as not appropriate in such a sensitive area. I also look forward to the formation of a Friends of Aldinga Washpool, actively caring for and being loved by this land on a day-to-day basis. And a Washpool that is known also as Wankondananko, or Possum Place, and where the living Ghana heritage becomes visible through the traditional owner's involvement in his day-to-day care and management, where we of the settler community can begin to see the land and the fire that breathes in the land as part of who we are and what has claim on us. Thank you.